following is a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited.
Wetumpka Indians play right here. Welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network and the RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty pregame show, sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health and Baptist Ortho Now, the City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. I'm Mitch Petrie here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth, and it is win or go home time here for these Lady Indians. 28 games across the course of this season, and it all culminates right here in the first round of the AHSAA playoffs in the sub-regionals. The Lady Indians will take on the Murphy High School Panthers here tonight, just a couple of moments away from tip-off here, and should be an exciting matchup here tonight. The Indians come into this one with a 20-8 overall record, coached by Coach Harriet Winchester, and the Murphy Panthers on the other end, a 22-3 overall record, went undefeated in 6A Area 1 with a 6-0 record, and they are coached by Michael Cleveland. Should be an exciting game here in just a few moments. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we sat down with Coach Harriet Winchester and previewed this matchup just a little bit. Then we'll get into our keys to the game and starting lineups presented by First Community Bank. You are listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
At First Community Bank of Central Alabama, banking's about real relationships, trust, kindness, and a shared commitment to making life better. As your neighbor and partner across Elmore and Autauga counties, we're here for you, whether you're planning your future, buying your first home, or building your wealth. With our local knowledge and heartfelt support, you can count on us. First Community Bank of Central Alabama. Let's do life together. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Protect what matters most with State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
When a sports injury has you sidelined, Baptist Ortho Now offers comprehensive orthopedic care with no appointment from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Saturday, with board-certified specialists treating injuries and expert physical therapists administering everything from sports medicine to everyday recovery treatment. Baptist Ortho Now, getting you off the bench and back in the action. East Chase across from Target.
I'm Mitch Petrie here with head coach Harriet Winchester. Coach, obviously not the result you're looking for in that area championship, but we still got the sub-regionals ahead of us. You know, as you look back at that Stanhope game, one thing that stuck out to me was the foul trouble. When you kind of see your girls in a tough competitive game like that, kind of what are you telling them throughout the game, trying to make sure everybody stays safe out there?
Honestly, just, keep adjusting. We always tell them that you have to play how the refs are calling, and if they're calling tic-tac fouls, then you got to play a little bit more timid. And I believe they did make that adjustment the second half at the Stanhope game, so I'm not mad at it. I understand it. So
you play that tight area championship game against Stanhope on Tuesday. You've got Sub-regionals on Friday, it's a tight turnaround. Kind of how do you keep your girls fresh and motivated on such a tight turnaround and a long journey out to Mobile?
Just, making sure practices and walkthroughs are light but still competitive, and just reminding the girls just to stay motivated, take it one game at a time. The Stanhope game is over. Now we got to worry about Murphy. And, we go down there and compete. Everything should flow how it should.
Coach, heading back to the sub-regionals, lost in the first round last year against Pike Road, but got that revenge against them in the opening game of the season. But as you head into this sub-regional game, what's your message to the team and kind of telling them to learn from the mistakes?
The best message from that sub-regional game last year is just that the part that we gained experience from. We had a young team. We still have a young team. But because we experienced losing in the sub-region, I think, they're taking that and learning from it, knowing how important this game is. We all know that it's you win or you go home. And I believe my girls, they don't want to go home. And they know how important the game is. So I think, honestly, I know that they're going to go down there and compete. So we don't really have to tell them anything. They're encouraging each other as more as the coaches are. And so, we're just going to take that down there to Mobile.
You talk about taking it down there to Mobile, a 3-hour drive down there. I know that can kind of be a long way to go, especially for a game that's not going to be all that long. So kind of how do you keep your girls fresh? How do you keep the mindset going while you're on that team bus down to Mobile?
So as soon as they get to school, we're going to have like a team bonding. We're going to have a team meeting just to make sure everybody understands their role and what we need to accomplish. Watch a little film, but more so just hang out with each other. And then we're going to leave school, a little earlier. I've reached out to a couple coaches in Mobile, a couple colleges to see if we will be able to use their gym just to stretch our legs out, have another walkthrough, and, come home with a win to get ready for Murphy.
Absolutely, Coach. Excited for Friday. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Go Indians!
Yes, man.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
When your job depends on quality building materials, depend on Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply. From framing lumber and roofing to concrete, drywall, and fasteners, we've got the materials to build it right and build it strong. Whether you're a contractor or a do-it-yourselfer, if you're building, you belong here. With dependable products and local service you can trust, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your go-to source for building materials.
Experience and knowledge from the pros. Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply.
You're listening to the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Now, back to the action from the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth.
And welcome back inside the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. Just about a minute and a half away from tip-off here as the Lady Indians get ready to take on the Murphy Panthers. Couple of keys to the game here tonight presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. First one, as always, is going to be trust your bigs down low. Logan Banks, Queen Ballard, both averaging double-digit scoring totals on the season, and getting them the ball early and often in the paint, letting them go to work has been when this team sees some of its best offensive success. Then on the other end of the floor, you got to stay out of foul trouble. Saw that early on in the Stanhope game, and they, of course, adjusted. Nobody ended up fouling out of that one, but you had a couple of Indians having to play, meaningful Indians having to take a couple of minutes on the bench as that first half came to an end with 3 fouls. So as this game goes on, got to watch the fouling and, of course, get the ball to your bigs. Let them do what they've done all season long. Those keys to the game presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. Both teams in the huddle now and just about 30 seconds away from tip-off.
From Radio Alabama Sports, this is the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Wetumpka basketball is presented by Collier Ford. Come on to Collier Ford. proudly serving the River region for nearly 75 years. Online at CollierFordInc.com. RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Kathy Thornton, Chad Barrett, and Beverly Wright are your River Region real estate experts. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you, central to your success. Baptist Health, the official healthcare provider of the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Your health is our mission. Online at baptistfirst.org.
Both teams have taken the floor now, but before that, your starting lineups as the tip-off is won by the Lady Indians, and Aaliyah Humphrey has it already. She kicks out to the corner looking for Layla Culpepper, but that one trickled out of bounds. It was deflected off the hands of a Murphy Panther. Your starting lineups here for the Indians tonight: number 2, Aaliyah Humphrey; number 10, Maya Richardson; number 21, Layla Culpepper; number 22, Logan Banks; and number 44, Queen Ballard. Inbound goes cross court to Maya Richardson, a long range 2 off the mark. Queen Ballard grabs the offensive rebound and kicks it over there to Layla Culpepper, who has a nice layup for the first points of the game. On the other end of the floor, a 3 coming off the hands of Zoe Jones. Off the mark that time, she is the leading scorer for the Murphy Panthers, and you can expect her name to be said a lot tonight. Indians passing around the top of the arc now. Aaliyah Humphrey with it, and she'll kick over on the far side wing to Maya Richardson. Back over to Humphrey, and working still along top of the arc before back over to Humphrey. 3 rattles around and falls out. Queen Ballard had it there for a second, thought about going up with it, kicks it out. No good that time. Richardson has it now, and she'll kick into the near rebound that time, and Panthers trying to pick up the pace here a little bit, but they'll pass around the top of the arc and slow things down. Lauren Russell with it now, starting to drive inside. She's guarded by Logan Banks. Layup off the mark that time, and Queen Ballard comes away with yet another rebound. A minute and a half expired here in this first, drops out and rolls out of bounds, waiting for a call from the officials. And it was last touched by the Murphy Panthers, so it'll stick on this end of the floor with the Lady Indians. Aaliyah Humphrey will be the woman to get things going again. A little lob pass in. She sticks with it, though, and a bounce pass to Queen Ballard in the low. Hustling the other way for the Panthers, it's Jones. She kicks over in the corner to Cy Fearon. And Fearon was looking for an outlet, tried to get it to Lauren Russell, but Maya Richardson stole it away. It's a turnover on the Indians. Quite a few offensive boards, and that's more so what we're used to seeing out of this Indians team. They pass now to the Murphy Panthers into the hands of Lauren Russell. Back up top, it's Cy Fearon. One more pass and a catch-and-shoot 3 off the mark from Zoe Jones. Culpepper will grab the rebound, and she'll hand it off to Aaliyah Humphrey. Humphrey with a spin move as she goes across half court and passes on the near side wing to Culpepper. Back over to Humphrey up top. Directing traffic a little bit. And a pass intended for Maya Richardson. It's stolen away by Zoe Jones, and she'll lay it up and in. Will Jones for the first points of the night there for the Murphy Panthers. We're tied at 2 now after Jones lays it up and in out for the steal. Banks finds Culpepper on the near side wing. Back up top to Humphrey. Now it's with Richardson. Stepping into a 3. Won't go down. Another great offensive board there from Queen Ballard, fighting with it. And it'll call a tie-up, but I believe the possession arrow points the way of the Murphy Panthers, so they will get the ball here. Your starting 5 for the Murphy Panthers: Lauren Russell, Cy Fearon, Mackenzie James, Zoe Jones, and Kamani Lambert, rounding things out at the 5 spot. Russell with it now, passing back and forth between her and Fearon. She'll start to drive inside from the far wing. Jumper from along the baseline, about 8 feet off the mark. Banks will grab the rebound, but it's poked out there for a second. Zoe James comes in and snags it. She was on her behind and tried to pass it out. Culpepper found it, but it was stolen out of her hands as she slips and falls too. Mid-range jumper from Zoe Jones will take the lead for the Murphy Panthers. First lead of the game there for the Murphy Panthers with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. First quarter action presented by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Like a good neighbor, Jackson Hagan is there. Humphreys with it now on the far side wing. A high pass over into the hands of Layla Culpepper. She lost it there for a second, but she sticks with it before giving it back to Humphrey. Humphrey was looking for Maya Richardson in the near side corner. Won't be able to corral the pass, and it'll roll out of bounds there. A turnover on the Indians. It's still 4-2, a relatively low scoring first quarter thus far, just about a little over 5 minutes in. Indians showing a little bit of pressure here in the backcourt, but the Panthers will get around it successfully. And now Fearon has it in the near side corner. Starts driving in, picks up her dribble, and passes up to the top. Zoe Jones going for a three. Hits the top of the backboard, and that will go out of bounds. And Leah Humphrey will inbound it yet again for the Lady Indians. She gives it to Culpepper, and Culpepper gives it right back to Aaliyah. A little bit of pressure here from Mackenzie James, but Humphrey with it now avoids the double team with a pass to Culpepper on the near side wing. Picks up her dribble and gives it back to Aaliyah Humphrey. And now at the half-court center, Richardson has it. They were looking for Culpepper in the far corner. She would have had an open shot, but the pass goes over the top of her head. Another turnover here on the Indians. Your score is still 4-2. Murphy Panthers with it now, and passing back and forth up along the top of the arc. Driving inside, it's Russell, a deep two, off the mark that time, and Logan Banks able to come away with the rebound. Richardson will bring it across half court, and she was looking to pass it to Layla Culpepper, but a woman, Cy Fearon, came soaring in and slaps it out of bounds. A good first substitution of the night here for the Indians. Maya Richardson will take a quick seat as Lexi Smith checks into the game here for the Lady Indians. Long pass and a deep two right off of it from Layla Culpepper. Hits the back iron and shoots off. And the Murphy Panthers have it the other way. They're coming. And first shot attempt off the mark that time, but an offensive board and a putback from Kamani Lambert extends the Murphy Panthers lead 6-2. Showing full court pressure are the Panthers, and Humphrey succumbs to it. It was tipped by Zoe Jones, and as Humphrey tried to corral it, it rolls off her fingertips and out of bounds. Panthers will inbound it from just in front of mid-half court, and they'll give it back to Jones. Jones passes inside and now back out to Russell. Russell, spin move, went up with it, but a bounce pass and a lot of bounce passes before it works its way into the corner with Cy Fearon. A cross-court pass, and they find an open woman in the corner for three. That one falls through there for the Murphy Panthers. It came out of the hands of Mackenzie James, her first points of the night. Indians trail it 9-2. Still in this full court press are the Murphy Panthers. A nice layup there from Logan. Jones has it now, slowing things down a little bit for the Panthers, and a couple of passes, and now it's in the hands of Lauren Russell. She's guarded tightly by Lexi Smith. She got a hand on it there for a second, and Aaliyah Humphrey intercepts the pass there, and they call the first foul of the game, I believe. Yeah, that's going to get called every time. Lauren Russell gets called for the reach-in foul there. Aaliyah Humphrey stole the ball, and she kind of just grabbed her arm, held her back a little bit, and first foul of the game belongs to Lauren Russell and the Murphy Panthers with 1 minute and 16 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Indians trail it by 5, but they've got the ball, looking to cut it to a one-possession game. Richardson has it at the top of the arc, and she passes over to Lexi Smith before she gives it back to Maya. Driving inside. Ball was tipped. I believe she was trying to pass it to Queen Ballard, but Ballard comes away with it, and it was stolen there by the Panthers. Coming hard down court before picking up her dribble, it was Zoe Jones driving inside, and a foul is called as her layup goes off the mark that time. The foul goes against Logan Banks there. First foul of the night against the Lady Indians, and it'll send Zoe Jones to the free throw line. Jones comes into this one with a 14.3 points per game average, as the first free throw good from James puts the Panthers into double figures with 53 seconds left. As I was saying, though, Jones leading scorer on this Murphy Panthers team, averaging just over 14 points a game as she goes 2 for 2, a perfect trip to the free throw line for the Murphy Panthers. Layla Culpepper can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds, and the Panthers save it before going out of bounds, and now some full court pressure. Lexi Smith will come in and tie it up. Good job there. It forces the jump ball, which the possession hour points the way of the Indians, so they will get possession as Leah Humphrey will come into the game and take the spot of Queen Ballard. Your 5 out there for the Indians: Banks, Humphrey, Smith, Richardson, and Culpepper. Richardson with it now, and she'll bring it across half court for the Indians. Richardson was looking to pass to Humphrey, but Zoe Jones comes over, steps in front of it, slaps it out of bounds, so the Indians will try it again. Cross-court pass to Smith, and they find Layla Culpepper. Culpepper passes down low. It was a rocket down low to Banks, who lays it up, and fighting for the rebound, it was a couple of Panthers and Logan Banks, but it was last touched there by Khalees White of the Murphy Panthers. So Indians still have possession with 25.2 seconds left in this quarter. A high arcing pass back to half court off the inbound to Maya Richardson. Richardson passes over to Smith. Smith is guarded by Mackenzie James before giving it back to Richardson. Richardson driving to the rack. Gets one off the backboard, but nothing else. Falls into the hands of the Murphy Panthers. 8 seconds left, and Zoe Jones hustling now. 4 seconds left. Does not have a lot of time. Jumping in a floater from the free throw line off the mark. 4-11, your Indians trail it after 1. And a quick stoppage here, and we'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
First quarter action is brought to you by State Farm agent Jackson Hagan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Second quarter action is brought to you by Golf Video. Live event and video production elevating your next project. Let Jackson Dean and his team make your event look like $1 million. Online at golfvideo.io.
Stay connected with Central Access. Get blazing fast internet starting at 300 megabits per second for just $59.99 a month. Reliable, affordable, and delivered straight to your door. Central Access has you covered. Central Access is your local link to broadband. Second quarter about to get underway here. Indians with a 7-point deficit, 11-4. Murphy Panthers on top. They will get possession to start this second quarter off. Waiting for the officials to hand the ball over to Khalees White, who gives it inbounds to Zoe Jones. Jones with a bounce pass cross court to Lauren Russell. She's guarded by Lexi Smith. Comes up real tight, guarding her, and forces a travel there against Lauren Russell. So a turnover on the Panthers to start off this second quarter. A sub will come up and come in here for the Murphy Panthers. James will come in and and Smith has it in the far side corner. It started to drive inside looking for an outlet pass, but it was tipped. Jones with it now. Driving inside, jumper from the elbow, off the mark that time. Humphrey will grab the rebound, spin move, and bring it across half court. She passes to Smith, and Smith looking for an outlet yet again. Spin move, trying to find some room, and she does. She finds Maya Richardson up top for 3. Too strong. Smith goes up for the rebound and tips it into the hands of Richardson. Richardson came crashing down, but it was rejected by the Panthers. They find an open woman. Kind of a cherry pick play there it was Mackenzie James. She lays it up and in for the Murphy Panthers, and the Panthers lead now at 9. Humphrey was looking for Lexi Smith, but Jones came soaring in, slaps it out of bounds, and it'll be another inbound attempt here for the Lady Indians. Cross-court pass to Layla Culpepper, and she'll give it right back to Humphrey. Smith in the near side corner drives inside and draws a foul on the way in. Cy Fearon picks up her first foul of the contest and first foul of the second quarter with 6 minutes and 57 seconds left to go. And inbound to Queen Ballard from Humphrey. Went up, not able to get the layup that time. Panthers now have it on the other end of the floor. A 3 from Jones. Too short off the front iron. Offensive rebound and putback attempt off the mark from Khalees White. Humphrey has it now on a little bit of a fast break. Trying to do it all herself. Lays it up with an underhand bucket. Won't get it to go, but they do call the foul on the play, and it will send Humphrey to the free throw line. Goes against Jaya Turner, I believe. Actually, it'll go against Kamani Lambert, the senior center. First free throw there off the mark from Aaliyah. Trying to cut back into this Murphy Panthers lead. Collecting herself. Second free throw on the way. That time, nothing but net for the Lady Indians, and they got their first point of this second quarter. Zoe Jones brings it across half court for the Panthers. They pass it over to Russell, who's back into the game now. Back with Jones and back over to Russell on the near side corner. Starts driving inside through a whole bunch of traffic. She passes to Kamani Lambert, but as Lambert tries to go up for it, she'll draw a foul on the play. They do call the foul on the floor. And an inbound pass almost stolen away there after the foul from Lexi Smith before they find Jones in the corner. Three off the back iron and rockets into the hands of Aaliyah Humphrey. Humphrey hustling down court. Has it poked out from behind, but it was last touch by the Lady Panthers, and it will stick with the Indians. Indians wearing their all-black uniforms with white numbers and white lettering across the front, some gold trim down the sides. Inbound pass, they find Lexi Smith wide open in the corner. Toilet bowls out. Lady Panthers have it now on the other end of the floor. Floater from about 8 feet off the mark from Cy Fearon, and Culpepper will grab the rebound. She gives it over to Maya Richardson, and Richardson finds Humphrey in the corner. Gets her woman in the air, steps inside. Deep two off the mark that time. Queen Ballard fighting for the rebound, and Lexi Smith can't get the layup to go. It was a crazy sequence there. Queen Ballard had it for a second. The Panthers saved it from going out of bounds, and they gave it right to Smith. Kamani Lambert had it on the other end. She was driving, and as she went up for the layup, they will call a shooting foul on the play. Goes against Queen Ballard. First foul of the night against Queen. And that will send Kamani Lambert to the free throw line here for the Lady Panthers. First free throw rattles around, will not take the home field roll. It falls off to that right side. Logan Banks going to come back into the game. She'll take the spot of Queen Ballard. Second free throw underway here, about to come out of the hands of Lambert. 0 for 2 trip to the line that time, and Layla Culpepper grabs the rebound. Richardson's coming down the floor, and she'll slow things up a little bit. She hands it off to Lexi Smith, and a turnover on the Indians. It's still 5-13. Murphy Panthers on top with 5 minutes and 16 seconds left to go here in this second quarter. Jones is going to bring it across half court here for the Panthers and passes into the corner to Russell. Russell guarded by Smith, and Smith applying some pressure now. Maya Richardson stepped over to switch, and a floater off the mark from Russell. Logan Banks will grab the rebound. They find Lexi Smith all the way down low, but has her layup blocked that time by Kamani Lambert. She sticks with it, does Lexi Smith, and Humphrey has it now. Spin move for Humphrey. They find Smith in the corner, gets her woman in the air, and passes up top. Maya Richardson driving down low. Layla Culpepper steps over, deep two. A little bit of contact there, but no foul is called. It was touched by a whole host of people, but as Mackenzie James was falling out of bounds, she steps on the line there, so it'll stick on this end of the floor. Zaria Peak going to check into the game for Alexi Smith. She'll get her first minutes here tonight. A little bit of substitution there, trouble. As James was falling out of bounds, she chucked the ball trying to save it, hit Logan Banks in the face, thought she might need to come out for a second, but she is all good. Richardson has it now. They inbound it to her just in front of half court. Floater from Maya off the mark that time. Russell snags the rebound. Russell maybe trying to do it all herself. No, she'll slow up the dribble and pass down low to Kamani Lambert, who lays it up and in for the Murphy Panthers. It's now 15-5. Russell stole the inbound pass and laid it up right away, 17-5, and that'll force Coach Harriet Winchester to take her first time out of the game. We'll be right back on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. with experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth. They're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
Your home. 105.1 WRFS is WRFS-FM, Rockford, Alexander City, Lake Martin, Wetumpka, Prattville, Montgomery, home of the Wetumpka Indians on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Back now, coming out of the timeout, 4 minutes and 4 seconds left here. Indians will have possession coming out of the timeout in this second quarter. Still showing this full court pressure are the Panthers. And Humphrey gave it over to Peak, and Peak will hand it off to Maya Richardson. Richardson almost getting a trap there in the corner, narrowly avoids it, and she was looking to pass it back over to Peak, but Zoe Jones comes in and grabs it, but not before her foot hits out of bounds. Humphrey's going to inbound it yet again here for the Indians. And she'll give it in the pad court there to Maya Richardson. Richardson back over to Humphrey. Humphrey passes over. Lexi Smith for three. Rattles around and falls out. Yet again, had 2 threes that looked just like that. Looked good all the way through. And a layup off the mark on the other end of the floor from James. Maybe Maya Richardson trying to do it all herself on the fast break. She'll pass it over to Culpepper for 3. Off the mark. Another rebound grabbed by Kamani Lambert, and they hand it off to Russell. Russell comes crashing down low. And an offensive foul called against Lauren Russell. Great job there from Layla Culpepper. She saw her coming all the way, set her feet all the way through, and just a fantastic job to not get scared of the contact, draw it and fall right back. Officials discussing who that foul was on. They said it was on Layla Culpepper, but they signaled the charge on the floor, pointed the other way. Just a little bit of confusion there from the officials, but we've got it squared away now. Queen Ballard will check into the game for Logan Banks. Humphrey, Banks, Richardson, Ballard, and Smith out there for the Indians. Lexi Smith, another 3. Won't get the friendly roll that time, and rebound not able to be held on to by Mackenzie James, so Indians will have it yet again below their own bucket. See if they can get something on the board here. Humphrey looking for someone to inbound it to, and a bounce pass to Queen. Great job there from Aaliyah Humphrey. She will drain the 3, got the pass back from Queen Ballard, and a great shot there from Aaliyah, and now it's a 17-8 game. Panthers still on top, but Indians showing some fight here. Ball goes out of bounds there. Spencer Carter was getting her first minutes here in the game, looking for a woman down in the corner, but Layla Culpepper steps over, blocks that pass, and it goes out of bounds, but now having to inbound it from the corner, it's Zoe Jones. Inbound stolen almost by Jones, and Lexi Smith comes over trying to block the shot here and be a foul against Lexi Smith, and that'll send Jones to the free throw line. Jones went 2 for 2 on her trip to the line earlier, and that's the first foul call of the night against Alexi. First free throw underway here for Zoe James. That one too strong off the back iron. Two minutes and 35 seconds left to play here in this second quarter, and I want to remind you that as we near halftime, stick around for the City of Wetumpka halftime show. As Culpepper grabs the second miss of the free throw there, looking for Maya Richardson, but just a little bit of a miscommunication there, and the ball rolls out of bounds. Turnover by the Indians, and Panthers have it now. They'll inbound it to Cy Fearon, and a bounce pass to up top to James. Now it's Carter down in the near wing and just passing around the top of the arc looking for some space. They find it, and a 3 off the mark from James, but they grabbed their own miss. And they pass it now down low to Kamani Lambert, but they won't get that one either. And a nice floater there comes out of the hands of Mackenzie James off the third chance on that possession. Richardson has it now, kicks over to Aaliyah Humphrey. Humphrey avoids the double team, draws inside. Floater off the back iron, rolls around, won't go through. And they'll call the carry there as James was hustling down the floor. Turnover there, Indians gonna get the possession here now. Humphrey's gonna take a quick seat. Banks back into the game, as well as Lexi Smith, Queen Ballard, Layla Culpepper, and Maya Richardson out there for the Indians right now. 19-8, Murphy Panthers lead it. And Richardson gets the inbound and gives it over to Smith. Smith was looking to give it back to Richardson, and the ball was poked away there for a second, and I believe they're going to get Richardson for the foul call there. Actually, it'll go against Lexi Smith, so second foul of the night against Lexi Smith, and Zaria Peak going to check into the game and take her spot. Panthers about to inbound from right in front of the Wetumpka bench, and James will just hit a nice little bounce pass over to Zoe Jones. Jones, cross-court pass on the far side wing before giving back to Jones. Now at the free throw line, a jump shot off the mark, that time from Mackenzie James. They grabbed the offensive board there. Did the Panthers, and a foul on the putback attempt. I believe it goes against Queen Ballard. And it'll send Kamani Lambert to the free throw line, who makes her first free throw. Leah Humphrey coming up to the scorer's table now. She is going to check back into this one. That was the 5th team foul on the Indians that quarter. And so now, for the last minute and 28 seconds of the second quarter, the Murphy Panthers will be in the bonus. Second free throw off the mark that time from Kamani Lambert. And they'll call Logan Banks for the foul there, and it'll send them right back to the free throw line. Foul goes against Banks. Second foul of the night against Banks, and it'll send Spencer Carter to the free throw line. Now the official explaining his call to Coach Winchester, and nobody thrilled about that one, but first free throw off the mark that time from Spencer Carter. Second free throw coming now for Carter, and maybe ball don't lie right there. Both free throws off the mark that time. Humphrey comes sliding in. The woman taking it, Spencer Carter, grabbed her own miss, and Humphrey comes in, slides in, ties it up on the floor. Great hustle play there from Aaliyah Humphrey, and possession arrow points the way of the Indians. Richardson gives it over to Banks, and a high pass back to Richardson, but she's able to corral it. Now gives it over to Humphrey, standing just in front of the M at midcourt. But over to Richardson now, just passing between the two of them. Richardson starts to drive it inside, and she'll get called for the travel there. Was going to go up for the floater, but thought better of it, kicked it back out in the corner. Was trying to kick it back out on the far side wing to Layla Culpepper, but hesitation forces her to slide a little bit, and a travel called against the Indians. 58 seconds left here in this second quarter. I want to remind you, once again, stick around. We've got the City of Wetumpka halftime show coming up, where we'll talk about this first half. A 3 off the mark that time from Cy Fearon, but the Panthers stick with it, and a couple of passes before an air ball comes out of the hands of Zoe Jones, sails right out of bounds with 42.5 seconds left. Humphrey's going to inbound it to Maya Richardson, and she'll give it right back to Humphrey, Will Richardson. Humphrey with it now, brings it across half court, gives it over to Maya, now back over to Aaliyah. Fakes the pass and now gives it back to Maya, just working between the two of them. Aaliyah has it, floater, nothing but net that time. Tough shot. Her momentum was carrying her all to the left. Basket to her right. Nice floater from about the free throw line there from Aaliyah Humphrey. And now the Indians in double figures, and Humphrey with 6 points. Jones has it, a little bit of contact there before firing a cross-court pass to Fearon. Now it's Jones back in the corner again, and a 3 falls through there for the Murphy Panthers. A second left. Humphrey gets it off in time from half court. Off the back iron, looked good, but did not go down for the Lady Indians. It's a 23-10 lead for the Murphy Panthers at halftime, and we'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be the City of Wetumpka halftime show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
Safety starts with Montgomery Fire Equipment Company. From inspections and extinguisher service to full fire suppression systems, businesses across Alabama trust our team to protect what matters most. And now, we're hiring. We're looking for new fire technicians to join our team. If you're hardworking and ready to make a difference, this is your chance. Montgomery Fire Equipment, protecting people, property, and progress.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care, precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Gear up for a flavor victory at Wharf Casual Seafood. Whether you're craving seafood classics like shrimp or crab claws, or wanting to tackle a juicy burger or crisp salad, we've got your winning play. Dine in with us or grab a meal to go and find out why every bite is a win at Wharf Casual Seafood. Check out our menu at wharfcasualseafood.com. The coast is here.
Looking for power, performance, and adventure? You'll find it all at Collier Ford in Wetumpka. For more than 70 years, Collier Ford has been proudly serving the River region since 1952, helping families and businesses hit the road with confidence. When you think trucks, think Collier Ford, home of the legendary Ford F-150, built tough to handle any job. If adventure is calling, Collier Ford has the bold and capable Ford Bronco, ready to take you off the beaten path. Want that same spirit in a smaller package? The Bronco Sport is waiting for you at Collier Ford. From great ideas to family service, Collier Ford makes buying your next vehicle easy, fun, and stress-free. So whether you're hauling, exploring, or just cruising through town, make your next stop Collier Ford. Test drive your next Ford today, and remember, come on to Collier Ford in Wetumpka.
Come to Collier. This is the City of Wetumpka halftime show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the City of Wetumpka halftime show. I'm Mitch Petrie here in the Central Alabama Community College broadcast booth. The Indians trail it 23-10 after a rough first half. Leading the way here tonight for the Indians, Aaliyah Humphreys got 6 points, with Layla Culpepper and Queen Ballard each having 2 on the other end of the floor. The Lady Panthers have a couple of people in double figures. Cy Fearon's got 2, but leading the way for them, it's Zoe Jones. She's got 9 points, a 3, couple of 2s, and some free throws for her. Kamani Lambert's got 5, as well does Mackenzie James. But you look at that first half, and really it could have been much closer than it actually was. Indians had a bunch of opportunities on the offensive end of the floor. They definitely had a couple of chances to on offensive rebound, just not really able to come away with many points. And I think a big part of that is the Indians haven't really played a team with this size. You got 4 players here for the Murphy Panthers over 6 feet tall. Indians only have 1 in Queen Ballard, so that size has really been struggling, especially when you've seen the Indians drive into the paint. It's really giving them a hard time of making buckets. On the other end of the floor, the Indians have done a pretty good job of limiting the Murphy Panthers. They average about 63 points per game, so you have them at 23 here in the first half, and they're on track to score less than they have all season. But the thing that sticks out to me on that end of the floor is they've had a couple of opportunities every time it feels like they've missed a bucket. There's been a couple of times the Indians have come away with the rebound right after the first miss, but you've seen a lot of second chance points, and even when Murphy hasn't been able to convert on those second chance points, they've really had a lot of opportunities, 2-3 shots getting up a possession, and that's just not a recipe for success if you're the Indians. Heading into the second half, I'd love to see the Indians keep trying to get the ball to Queen Ballard, Logan Banks, and keep shooting the 3. You've had Lexi Smith had a couple of 3s that really looked good all the way through, kind of spun around the rim there for a second, but just were not able to fall through. But Indians have had pretty good looks from beyond the arc, just only able to convert on 1 by way of Aaliyah Humphrey. It's going to be a close game in this second half. I expect the Indians to come out with a lot of fight. You think back to that area championship game against Stanhope Elmore. The Indians went on a 17-0 run in about 2 minutes to close out that third quarter, and they've shown the ability to never give up, keep fighting all the way through, and I expect this Lady Indians team to do just that as they head into this second half down 13. It's definitely a winnable game here for the Indians, and we sure hope that they can get it done. Head to the regional round and a chance to play for a bid to the Sweet 16. We'll be right back here on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network with some third quarter action in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty. Every move is different, and so is every client. That's why I take the time to listen, understand, and guide you through the process with care. Whether you're buying or selling in the River region, I'm here to make it simple. Let's do this together. I'm Beverly Wright with RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty.
In Wetumpka, we take pride in our hometown. And so does Brent Turner, owner of Precision Floor Care. A Wetumpka graduate and now a local small business owner, Brent built Precision Floor Care on a commitment to serve his community. From tile and grout work to stone, pavers, and concrete, Precision Floor Care delivers precise, hard surface flooring solutions that protect the places that matter most. Precision Floor Care, precise, hard surface flooring solutions. Learn more at callpfc.com.
Protect what matters most with State Farm agent Jackson Hagan in Wetumpka. From auto and home to life insurance, Jackson Hagan and his dedicated team offer personalized service to ensure you have comprehensive coverage tailored to your needs. As a local agent, Jackson Hagan understands the unique challenges you face and is committed to guiding you through every step, from quotes to claims. Trusted a neighbor who truly cares. Like a good neighbor, State Farm agent Jackson Hagan is there. Call 334-478-3864 for a quote today.
Fresh, fast, and always delicious. Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has something for everyone. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood.
And And welcome back here. It's time for some third quarter action on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network. Indians looking to claw back into this one, down 23-10 as the Murphy Panthers will get possession to start this one off. Zoe Jones has it now, and she'll give it over to Cy Fearon before they go back over to Mackenzie James. A lot of passes from beyond the arc right now and trying to find some space. They pass it now to the free throw line before getting it over to the near side corner to Fearon. 3 off the mark that time, came out of the hands of Jones, but a nice offensive rebound and another offensive rebound there. Real patient here are the Murphy Panthers and trying to do it all herself, finishing through a little bit of contact off the back iron. A couple of Indians fell to the floor as they went up for that rebound, and another offensive rebound off the putback attempt for the Panthers and fouled on her way up. It was Mackenzie James. Shot was nowhere close, but she'll have a chance to earn hers at the charity stripe with 5 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Foul was called there against Aaliyah Humphrey, her first foul of the night. That one rattles around, falls off to the side, no good there for James of the Lady Panthers. 27-10 is your score as it sits right now. Another free throw, second one coming here for Mackenzie James. That one is good, though. Now an 18-point deficit here for the Lady Indians. Richardson has it, kicks near side corner. Lexi Smith, triple. She got it. First points of the night for Lexi Smith and first points of the second half here for the Indians. Murphy Panthers are moving a little bit too fast. They were looking for Kamani Lambert down low. She wasn't able to corral the pass, and a turnover on the Panthers there. Humphrey will give the inbound to Maya Richardson, and Richardson has it before passing over to Aaliyah Humphrey. She'll give it right back to Maya, and now Maya starts her dribble. Looking for some space, starts cutting to the basket, underhand pass back out top to Aaliyah Humphrey. Back over to Richardson, and now Smith standing at the top of the arc, a couple feet behind it. 3, banks home, back-to-back threes. Maya Richardson had the second one. Lexi Smith had the first one, and now it's just a 12-point lead. Indians starting to get back into this one. They get a travel on the other end of the floor, and everything coming up black and gold here in this last minute. Leah Humphrey gives it to Maya Richardson there to start things off, and they give it to Queen Ballard standing at the half-court logo. Humphrey with it now and gives it over to Smith. She thought about the three and now starts dribbling, picks up her dribble, back up top. It's Humphrey working its way around, and now it's Richardson. Back over to Humphrey. Humphrey over to Smith. Catch and shoot three off the side of the iron. Queen Ballard comes hustling and grabs the rebound there. She was looking for an open look in Banks beneath the basket, but it was picked off there by the Panthers, and Lexi Smith swats one out of bounds, a pass of her own, but it'll still stick with the Panthers. 28-16, Indians trail it by 12 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Russell is going to be the one to bring it up for the Panthers this time, and now just now crosses half court. She's guarded by Maya Richardson rather closely, and Richardson trying to put the moves on her. They kick it into the corner. Fearon short arms a three, but comes soaring in for the rebound. It was Mackenzie James. A couple of passes, works its way back to Russell. Euro blocked by Queen Ballard. They find Lexi Smith coming down low by herself, and she slips on her way up. It was a little bit awkward, but it was tipped there by Kamani Lambert, who's probably a full 8 inches taller there than Lexi Smith. Now checking into the game here, it's Khalees White. She'll take the spot there of Cy Fearon. Humphrey's going to inbound it from below the Indians' bucket. High arcing pass inbound to Maya Richardson. Richardson gives it to Humphrey before looking down low to Queen Ballard. Humphrey came in, snagged the loose ball, and Queen Ballard goes up for the putback chance. She will not get the bucket, but she will get the foul call against Mackenzie James, and Queen Ballard heading to the free throw line. Ballard collecting herself now. Drops in the first free throw. Does Queen Ballard. First points of the second half here for the Lady Indians. First points of the second half here for Queen Ballard. Second free throw about to come in just a moment. Officials pausing up play here, but now they give it over to Queen. 2-for-2 trip there for Queen Ballard, and it's a 10-point game now as the Indians showing some life here coming out of halftime. Lexi Smith chasing down Zoe Jones. Jones passes in the near side corner to James, and a couple of Indians come crashing over. And not exactly sure what happened there. My view was blocked there by the coach of the Murphy Panthers, Mikkel Cleveland, but Aaliyah Humphrey is down on the floor. A little bit slow to get up. You heard the loud thud there, and Humphrey now is going to have to come out of the game. She's going to get checked out there for a second. Indians will get possession there. I believe it was a travel call. A little bit of confusion there for the Indians. Layla Culpepper, though, will be the one to inbound it with 3 minutes and 42 seconds left to go in this half. They give it to Queen Ballard, and now over to Lexi Smith. She finds a crashing down Maya Richardson before giving it to Banks. Culpepper with it now. Jump pass over to Richardson. Lost it for a second. They find Smith. Far side wing for three. She's got that one, too. Lexi Smith with a hot hand here for the Indians, making 2 threes in this second and cutting it to a 7-point lead here for the Murphy Panthers. Indians. And they're going to get Smith for a ticky-tack reach-in foul there. Barely made any contact, but that's 3 on Richardson. Coach Winchester wants a carry, and I happen to agree with her. Jones had her hand under the ball there as she was dribbling. They inbound it, do the Lady Panthers to Lauren Russell. She's guarded by Maya Richardson. And a handoff there on the far side corner. Zoe James, deep 2, and drops that one through for the Panthers. Lead back to 9 for them after the bucket from Jones. They're showing the pressure again, are the Panthers, but able to avoid it. It's the Indians. Maya Richardson with a 3. Off the mark that time. Queen Ballard grabs the board. Won't get the putback, but she will get the foul call yet again. Queen Ballard heading back to the free throw line. That foul is going to go against Kamani Lambert. That's 2 on her and 2 on the Panthers here in this third quarter. Ballard at the free throw line now. Drops it home. Does Queen Ballard. Zaria Peak's going to check into the game here for a second for Lexi Smith as she's got 3. Unfortunate to see Smith sit down. She's been the hot hand here in this third quarter. Hopefully she'll be back in this one soon. Queen Ballard getting ready to shoot her second free throw now. And drops it through. A perfect 4 for 4 on the free throw line today is Queen as they inbound this one to Zoe Jones. She's guarded by Zaria Peak. Coach Winchester wants the travel call there. They won't get it, but they will force a turnover. Will the Lady Indians, and they're right back into this one. Getting a sub here as Lexi Smith will come into the game here for Queen Ballard, for Zaria Peak. And waiting for the officials to signal everything as good to play, and it is now. Lexi Smith gets the inbound. She'll kick it back over to the inbounding woman, Culpepper. Culpepper driving to the rack. Oh, and there's a whole lot of contact there. Culpepper hits the deck hard. She pops right back up, though, and it'll head to the free throw line. First foul call of the night. That one goes against Zoe Jones. Culpepper at the free throw line now, looking to get this one back within 2 possessions. First free throw, though, not there for the Indians. That one is, though, and 30-24. Panthers lead it now. Indians really making a run here in this third quarter. And I believe they're going to get Zaria Peak for the foul. They will. That one, first call of the night against Zaria Peak. She was trying to come over and steal the ball there from Zoe Jones, but not successful. They'll inbound it up top to Lauren Russell, standing beyond the arc. Pass into the corner to Fearon, back over to Russell on the far side wing. guarded by Maya Richardson. Richardson gets a hand on it there for a second. Wanted a travel call yet again, and fouling on the shot there. It was Zoe Jones who went up for it, but a foul called against the Indians well after it left her hands. It goes against Zaria Peak, so 2 fouls in the last minute against Zaria Peak, and Smith is going to come up to the scores table and get ready to check in for Zaria Peak. Jones at the free throw line now. That one off the left side of the iron and rockets over to the right. Off the mark that time. Smith going to come in there for Peak, and now a second free throw coming for Zoe Jones. Neither free throw good that time for Zoe Jones. And the rebound goes the way of the Indians. They give it over to Layla Culpepper. Culpepper kicks it into the corner. Lexi Smith stepping over for a 3, just trying to get it back to Culpepper, but it finds its way into the hands of Jones. Now trying to do it all herself, and she does. She lays it up and in. Does Zoe Jones, 32-24. Richardson hustling down the floor now after getting the inbound from Layla Culpepper. Richardson passes it over to Smith, who has a double team now. And Coach Winchester calls a timeout there. She was trapped in the corner, saving a possession. Indians trail it by 8, but Beverly Wright, Kathy Thornton, and Chad Barrett are your hometown real estate experts with RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. When it's time for your next move, choose the best, RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, the official real estate partner of the Wetumpka Sports Network.
Third quarter action is brought to you by Radio Alabama Sports. Game on. Online at radioalabamasports.net.
Coming out of the timeout now, Indians will have possession to start it. Officials discussing something over there, but they will break their huddle. And Aaliyah Humphrey back into the game now. That is great to see for the Indians. She's a huge playmaker for this team, and good to see that she's all right after that hard contact. She gives it in the backcourt to Maya Richardson. Now Richardson over to Humphrey. Long pass to Smith, that is, and now back to Richardson. Step drops through. A perfect 6 for 6 on the free throw line on the day is Queen Ballard. And Jones is being guarded by Zaria Peak. She'll pass it into the corner to Russell, looking for somewhere to go. And the pass is stolen. Layla Culpepper has it. Trying to do it all herself, and no foul call. There was a whole host of contact there from Zoe Jones, but Indians steal it right back as Jones was bringing it down. Humphrey has it now, driving inside. Euro off the mark. That time they do get another foul call, do the Indians, and it goes against Mackenzie James. That's 3 on James now, 2 in the last minute, and Coach Mikkel Cleveland is not thrilled about the call there. Humphrey now heading to the free throw line, looking for her first points of the second half. First free throw short-armed off the front iron. 52.5 seconds left here in this second quarter. Queen Ballard's going to tie her shoe now real quick. A loose shoe can mean a whole host of injury problems. You step on it the wrong way, your foot comes sliding out. Not good. Humphrey, that free throw is good, however, and now it's a 7-point lead for the Panthers after Humphrey goes 1 for 2 on her trip to the line. Zoe Jones with it now, passes over to Russell, and a timeout called, first one of the game by the Panthers. And as they take a timeout, I want to remind you that to come to Collier, from tough F-150s to family-friendly SUVs. Collier Ford makes buying. They do not. There as the Panthers get the rebound, and now working with it on the other end of the floor, it's Cy Fear, and a high pass over to James, but not able to get it a 3 after Russell catches and shoots. Indians are coming the other way with Maya Richardson, and she's got it now. Loses the dribble there for a second. It was poked away. It was poked away there for a second. But the Indians now have a 2-possession deficit. 6 points. Murphy Panthers lead it 34-10. And they're passing around now, looking for some space. They're just going to try to eat as much clock as they can. And a 3 catch and shoot off the mark again from Cy Fearon. Logan Banks gets the rebound, but an errant pass ends up in the hands of the Murphy Panthers. And laying it up and in, it's Lauren Russell, extending their lead to 8. Humphrey has it now, and she passes to Logan Banks, but it's intercepted. Zoe Jones has it, lays it up and in, and it's back to a 10-point game after the Indians had brought it within 6. Working on the other end of the floor, Queen Ballard not able to get it. She was hustling for the board, but the Panthers come away with it, and they pass it to Zoe Jones. In the corner for 3, Fearon hit bottom. 41-28. And the Indians now, after a surge in the fourth quarter, are trailing by 13. Coach Winchester is going to take a timeout here. And I don't blame her. Settle the girls down a little bit. They looked really good in that third quarter, but it's been all Panthers here in this fourth to start things off. Precision Floor Care is your local experts for tile, grout, stone, brick, and concrete. From cleaning and sealing to full decorative finishes, they deliver precise results every time. Trust Brent Turner and the hometown team that cares about our community. Call Precision Floor Care today or visit callpfc.com. Coach Winchester gathering her girls now, and they are about to break the huddle. Indians trail it by 13 with 6 minutes and 11 seconds left to go here in this fourth quarter, sorry. Six minutes and 11 seconds left, as we mentioned. Officials changing the call now that Maya Richardson was on this side of half court. They wanted the Indians to inbound it on the other side, but they will correct it now, and Humphrey is going to inbound it here for the Indians, just sitting just in front of where I am. Into the backcourt, it's Maya Richardson. Richardson directing traffic, and she'll pass on the near side corner to Humphrey before giving it right back to Maya. Layla Culpepper has it now. A cross-court pass to Aaliyah. Aaliyah drives inside and finds Queen Ballard. Up and in for Queen Ballard, and that's her first field goal of the second half. She does have 6 points in this second half, but all of them coming from the free throw line. Panthers definitely going to take their time here with an 11-point lead, and it's Jones with it now. She'll pass in the corner to Russell, near side corner, driving around the top of the arc, and they give it to Fearon. Fearon fakes the shot. Nobody falls for it, and they pass inside before it's stolen there by Aaliyah Humphrey. She stepped right in front of that pass, and Humphrey trying to do it all herself. Never mind. Kicks it back out. Maya Richardson for 3. Bottom. Indians with a 5-0 run coming out of the Coach Winchester timeout. They trail by 8 now. Russell has it now. She's guarded by Richardson. Driving inside and kicks back out. A 3 right back for the Murphy Panthers. It came out of the hands of Mackenzie James. And lead back to 11 here for the Murphy Panthers. Humphrey has it, and she's guarded tightly at the midcourt logo. High pass to Maya Richardson, and Richardson sees an opening. Drives inside, steps up. It looks like it was blocked there, but Queen Ballard grabs the offensive rebound, and Lexi Smith has it stolen away after the pass off her fingertips. Lauren Russell gets a nice cut pass there down low, and Murphy is going to take a timeout. 46-33, they are on top. And as they take a timeout, I want to remind you that Central Alabama Community College is building brighter futures right here at home with affordable tuition, flexible programs, and campuses all across the region. CACC helps students start strong and go far. Central Alabama Community College, central to you and central to your success. Indians trail it by 13 right now, and got to string together a couple of stops here. 4 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in this one. They're going to have to go on a little bit of a run. They definitely can. They've shown quite a few flashes of being exceptional so far into this one, and I'd like to see that continue. Got to string it together here to close out this one and avoid ending your season here in Mobile tonight. Indians will have possession here coming out of this timeout, and Lady Panthers showing a little bit of backcourt pressure. but not face guarding, still playing that 2-3 zone that they've played just about all game. Humphrey has it now, and she will cross half court, gets through the double team and lost it for a second. Jones comes away with it before giving it off to Mackenzie James, who lays it up and in for the Panthers. And now Indians do bring it across half court. They find an open Aaliyah Humphrey, who lays it up and in, trades it right back, but it's a 13-point game here as the Indians still trail it. A corner three drops through for the Murphy Panthers, and the net gets caught there for a second. After that three, 51-35, 4 minutes and 1 second left in this fourth quarter. Indians with a 16-point deficit. They find Queen Ballard standing at the free throw line. She comes away with it, does Queen, and kicks it out, looking for Layla Culpepper, and not able to come away with it, so a turnover there on the Indians. James going to inbound it here for the Panthers, and she'll give it to Jones with a running start. Lauren Russell has it there for a second. And they call an offensive foul there. Did not see the officials signal there, but Indians will have it, and they'll take that any way they can get it. Layla Culpepper going to check out of the game now. Logan Banks will come in for the Panthers. Humphrey inbounds it to Maya Richardson, and the Indians going to have to hustle with time ticking away here in this fourth quarter. Humphrey with it now, finds Smith, near side corner for three, off the side of the iron, no good. Rebound snagged by the Panthers, and Jones has it now. And a miscommunication on that pass, but it finds its way right into the hands of James. A catch and shoot three off the board, or off the bounces, and she drops it through. That's 3 threes in the second half there for Mackenzie James. She now has 16 points for the Murphy Panthers. And they'll say Maya Richardson steps on the line as she tries to pass out of the double team to Aaliyah Humphrey. And a turnover here on the Indians. Inbounding it again, it's going to be James, and she gives it to Zoe Jones. Jones is greeted up by Maya Richardson at half court. Another corner three for Jones. That one short on. Queen Ballard will snag the rebound. Indians trail it by 19, and Aaliyah Humphrey trying to cut into that. Richardson has it now, driving inside, runs into a double team, and it's stolen. Lauren Russell has it, nobody home in front of her, but cannot convert on the layup. And they call Aaliyah Humphrey for the foul. You can hear it in the background. I mean, she did not make contact with anything but the ball there. They say she got her on the leg, and that's just a bad call. Humphrey can't believe it. Coach Winchester can't believe it, and frankly, neither can I. Lauren Russell shooting free throws now for the Panthers with 2 minutes and 41 seconds left to go. First free throw on the way there. Rattles around and falls through for Russell. Culpepper going to come into the game now for Banks. And second free throw now coming for Russell. Second free throw good as well. A 2-for-2 trip to the line for Lauren Russell. And Humphrey has it now, but the Indians with a 21-point deficit, and they turn it right over into the hands of Kamani Lambert, who gives it over to Jones and lays it up and in, and it's just gotten ugly here in the last couple of minutes. Smith with it now on the near side wing. She passes over to Richardson, and catch and shoot three off the backboard, and hustling for it now. Layla Culpepper comes away with it, and they will call the foul as she gets bumped on the way by Mackenzie James. That is 4 fouls on Mackenzie James. And coming into the game now, it's Charlisa Gibbs for Aaliyah Humphrey, her first minutes in this one. Richardson with it now over with Culpepper on the far side wing, dancing around, trying to find some space, and another foul called there against Cy Fearon. 2 fouls on her as 2 minutes and 4 seconds are left here in this fourth quarter. 58-35, Indians trail it. Richardson gets the inbound. She'll gives it to Smith. Smith thought about the three, trying to put some dribble moves on, and a cross-court pass to Layla Culpepper. Culpepper came crashing down, but they do call the foul on the play there, waiting to see who it goes against. It goes against Kamani Lambert. That's 3 on Lambert. With 1 minute and 53 seconds left to go, Culpepper will shoot a pair of free throws. Culpepper knocks down the first free throw, cutting into this lead ever so slightly. 36-58, Panthers on top. Both free throws good there for Layla Culpepper, and Aaliyah Humphrey is going to check into the game now for Maya Richardson. They inbound it to Jones after Culpepper applies a little bit of pressure, but Culpepper will catch right back up with her. And pass right in front of half court, backwards to Lauren Russell, who's guarded by Aaliyah Humphrey. 1 minute and 39 seconds and ticking. And looks like the Panthers are just going to try to eat clock here in this one, not leave anything to chance with a 21-point lead. Russell has it now, still just running around, dancing back and forth, and Culpepper fouls. First foul of the night against her. Maya Richardson going to come back into the game for Charlisa Gibbs. And Zaria Peak also going to check into the game as well for Lexi Smith. 37-58, Panthers still lead it by 21. And they inbound it to Russell, who gives it up top to Zoe Jones. Jones with it now, and Humphrey going to foul again, probably force this thing to free throws and try to do what they can to claw back into this one. But with 1 minute and 15 seconds left, things are unlikely and not looking rather bleak here for the Indians. Inbounding it, it's going to be Jones, and she'll hand it right off there to Mackenzie James and gives it right back to Jones. Humphrey fouls yet again, 4 fouls against Aaliyah Humphrey, and one more will put the Panthers into the bonus. Jones, a far pass on the inbound over to Mackenzie James, and I think they are going to call an off-ball foul there. Not sure who it went against. It will go against Queen Ballard, and that will send Mackenzie James to the charity stripe with 1 minute and 9 seconds left to go. First free throw off the mark there for James. Fast, fresh, and always delicious. Wharf Casual Seafood in Wetumpka has something for everyone. From shrimp and fish to po' boys and salads, enjoy coastal flavor right here at home. Dine in or take out today. Wharf Casual Seafood, where fresh seafood meets family-friendly dining. The Wetumpka Sports Network is proud to be fed by Wharf Casual Seafood. Second free throw off the mark there, and Indians had it for a second. Aaliyah Humphrey brought it across half court. Misfires a pass that heads straight out of bounds with 1 minute on the dot left on the clock. Inbounding it here for the Panthers, it is James, and they give it over to Zoe Jones, and Aaliyah Humphrey comes over and fouls, and I believe by my count that is 5 against Aaliyah Humphrey. Yeah, that is 5 on Humphrey, and so Peak is going to come in to take the spot of Aaliyah Humphrey with 57.9 seconds left to go in this one. Jones about to shoot her first free throw off the back iron and off the mark. Charlisa Gibbs going to check into the game for Layla Culpepper as well. Coach Winchester going to finish this one out with their 3 seniors on the floor. Second free throw coming now for Jones. That one no good either. Queen Ballard snags the rebound and gives it over to Maya Richardson. Richardson hustling down the floor, dancing with it in the paint. Zaria Peak for three. Off the mark. Rebound goes to Lambert, and Jones has it now. Jones has it just dancing around. 35 seconds left to go. They pass it into the corner to Mackenzie James, and she'll pass to the free throw line in the hands of Lambert. And Lambert drives inside, but she will be fouled on the shot or on the floor. It does not matter there, as the Panthers are in the bonus. 37-58, still your score, as Kamani Lambert is going to head to the free throw line here for the Panthers. Madison McDade checking into the game as well for Queen Ballard. And the only starter left out there for the Indians is Maya Richardson. First free throw drops through there for Lambert. And so does the second, 60-35. Your score now. Richardson will get the inbound with 23 seconds left to go and ticking. And Richardson puts on a nice move there, but her layup off the mark, went underhand, kind of windmilled around, found some space. But the rebound goes to Zoe Jones, and with 12 seconds left, she is probably just going to dribble this one out. Brings it across half court, 6 seconds and ticking. And that is the final buzzer. Oh, a last-minute three there from Jones off the mark. And there is the final buzzer, and unfortunately the Lady Indian season will come to a close here in Mobile. It's a young team, and a lot of these players happy to have the experience heading in to next year. Obviously not the result they wanted. Stick around, though. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time for the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show. You're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network from Radio Alabama Sports.
Hi, I'm Kathy Thornton with RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus. Helping families here in the River Region is more than a job, it's personal. I take the time to listen, understand what you need, and fight to get you the best deal possible. Whether you're buying or selling in Central Alabama, let's work together to make it happen. I'm Kathy Thornton at RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, here to help you every step of the way.
Hey, I'm Chad Barrett with RE/MAX Cornerstone. I love helping families in Central Alabama find their place to call home. Whether you're buying in Prattville, selling in Wetumpka, or moving anywhere across the river region, I'll make the process smooth and successful. Call me, Chad Barrett at RE/MAX Cornerstone. Let's find your perfect home together.
When it comes to real estate in the River region, trust the team that puts you first. Chad Barrett, Beverly Wright, and Kathy Thornton. With experience, dedication, and a commitment to making every move smooth, they're here to guide you whether you're buying, selling, or investing. Together at RE/MAX Cornerstone and RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus, they're the names families across our community count on. Call today and let Chad, Beverly, or Kathy help with your next move.
It's never too late to take the next step. The Central Alabama Community College Adult Learning Program helps adults 18 and older earn their GED or even a high school diploma. You can also prepare for the workforce with short-term certificates in medical billing and coding, medical assisting, pharmacy technician, or hospitality and culinary. Flexible classes fit your schedule, and your future starts today. Visit cacc.edu/adult education or call 256-378-2017. CACC Adult Learning Program. Discover you.
This is the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show on the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
And welcome to the RE/MAX Cornerstone Plus post-game show. Indian season will come to a close here tonight, 60-37. They put up a valiant effort, but it just was not enough to overcome the Murphy Panthers. Leading the way here for the Indians tonight, it was Queen Ballard. She finishes the night as the only Indian in double figures with 10. Maya Richardson and Lexi Smith both had 6 on a pair of threes in the second half, and Aaliyah Humphrey had 6 as well. Leading the way, though, for the Murphy Panthers, Zoe Jones finishes the game with 19 points, and on the other end and also Mackenzie James had 16 as well. It's a tough break here for the Indians as their season comes to a close, but the boys' season still have some time left to play. Tomorrow on Valentine's Day at 6 p.m., the Indians will host the Saraland Spartans at home in Wetumpka. Make sure to tune in here on the Wetumpka Sports Network, 105.1 WRFS, if you can't make it to the seats. Again, your final tonight here from Mobile is 60-37, with the Panthers advancing to the regional round. Thanks for tuning in tonight. I'm Mitch Petrie, and for the last time, you're listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network.
This has been a presentation of Radio Alabama Sports. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.
You've been listening to the Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network, home of the Wetumpka Indians. Presented by RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus. Central Alabama Community College, and the City of Wetumpka. Sponsored in part by Collier Ford, Central Alabama Community College, RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty and RE/MAX Cornerstone Realty Plus, Baptist Health, and Baptist Ortho Now. The City of Wetumpka, Central Access, Russell Do-It Center, State Farm Agent Jackson Hagan, Wharf Casual Seafood, First Community Bank, Montgomery Fire Equipment Company, CAC Adult Learning, and Precision Floor Care. The Collier Ford Wetumpka Sports Network is a product of Radio Alabama Sports and Radio Alabama. This broadcast is copyrighted by Radio Alabama for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast, descriptions, or accounts of the game without Radio Alabama's consent is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.